We are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The numbers for Sanders last week: 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Robinson. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. Eagle touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Byron Pringle now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And Kansas City drafted McCole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
To throw is Kaepernick. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Here's Sanders.
Tyrann Mathieu, the All-Pro, up to make the stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Kaepernick.
Connecting quickly with Goddard.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Kaepernick now to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 14.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Kaepernick going to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Now Kaepernick will keep it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Ward to return. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Kaepernick.
Left side here to Sanders. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down.
Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20.
Now Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Ward.
Well, it certainly feels like we can't mention Greg Ward without using the phrase converted quarterback, but he's turned into an excellent, dependable receiver. Wound up leading the Eagles with 53 catches last season.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Ward. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Mahomes to throw once more. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Got a man, that's Ward. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. He finds Robinson. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
2nd down at 7.
And again, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
2nd down and 8. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Kaepernick. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league.
And they make their
do.
away.